The story of Adam and Eve, the forbidden fruit and the fall. The biblical story of Adam and Eve is told in the book of Genesis, when God created Adam, and then Eve. God creates Adam in his own image. In the beginning God created the heavens and the earth. God then spoke all the plants, the trees, the beautiful animals and birds into existence. God created Adam in his own image and placed him in the garden. The Garden of Eden was a beautiful place. Each evening God would come down, walk with Adam and fellowship with him. The Lord God planted a garden in Eden, toward the east, where he placed the man whom he had formed. The Lord God caused every tree that is both beautiful and suitable for food to spring up out of the ground. The tree of life was also in the middle of the garden, along with the tree of the knowledge of good and evil. Adam was a wonderful person, but God found Adam to be alone, so God gifted Adam his wife Eve, a woman. God meant for Eve to be a helper comparable to him, and he then tells the both of them to be fruitful and multiply and to fill the earth. God's first recorded conversation with Adam was about the forbidden fruit from the tree of knowledge in the Garden of Eden. Adam and Eve were told they could eat anything they wanted, except the fruit from that tree. If they did, God told them they would die. Death was God's warning, before the great fall, and the loss of innocence for mankind. The serpent speaks to Eve. Out of all of the creatures God had created, among them was a serpent. The serpent was more cunning than any beast of the field which the Lord God had made. And he said to the woman, "Has God indeed said, 'You shall not eat of every tree of the garden'?" The woman said to the serpent, "We may eat fruit from the trees in the garden, but God did say, 'You must not eat fruit from the tree that is in the middle of the garden, and you must not touch it, or you will die.'" "You will not certainly die," the serpent said to the woman. "For God knows that when you eat from it your eyes will be opened, and you will be like God, knowing good and evil." The serpent was Satan. Satan, or the devil, will eventually become the personification of evil and sin. When the woman saw that the fruit of the tree was good for food and pleasing to the eye, and also desirable for gaining wisdom, she took some and ate it. She also gave some to her husband, who was with her, and he ate it. The fall of Adam and Eve. The eyes of Adam and Eve were opened, and they realized they were naked, so they sewed fig leaves together and made coverings for themselves. Then the man and his wife heard the sound of the Lord God as he was walking in the garden in the cool of the day, and they hid from the Lord God among the trees of the garden. But the Lord God called to the man, "Where are you?" He answered, "I heard you in the garden, and I was afraid because I was naked, so I hid." And he said, "Who told you that you were naked? Have you eaten from the tree that I commanded you not to eat from?" The man said, "The woman you put here with me, she gave me some fruit from the tree, and I ate it." Then the Lord God said to the woman, "What is this you have done?" The woman said, "The serpent deceived me, and I ate." So the Lord God said to the serpent, "Because you have done this, cursed are you above all livestock and all wild animals. You will crawl on your belly, and you will eat dust all the days of your life. And I will put enmity between you and the woman, and between your offspring and hers. He will crush your head, and you will strike his heel." To the woman he said, "I will make your pains in childbearing very severe. With painful labor you will give birth to children. Your desire will be for your husband, and he will rule over you." To Adam he said, "Because you listened to your wife and ate fruit from the tree about which I commanded you, you must not eat from it. Cursed is the ground because of you. Through painful toil you will eat food from it all the days of your life. It will produce thorns and thistles for you, and you will eat the plants of the field. By the sweat of your brow you will eat your food, until you return to the ground, since from it you were taken. For dust you are, and to dust you will return." Adam named his wife Eve, because she would become the mother of all the living. The Lord God made garments of skin for Adam and his wife and clothed them. And the Lord God said, "The man has now become like one of us, knowing good and evil. He must not be allowed to reach out his hand and take also from the tree of life and eat, and live forever." So the Lord God banished him from the Garden of Eden to work the ground from which he had been taken. After he drove the man out, he placed on the east side of the Garden of Eden cherubim and a flaming sword flashing back and forth to guard the way to the tree of life. To the serpent he was given the punishment of crawling on the ground, and that he would be cursed more than any other creature. This punishment was given to the animal and not just to Satan. We don't know if snakes had feet before this punishment, but God changed the animal in some way. To Satan, God said that he would be punished in the future by the promise God would give. As always, thank you for watching. Please like the video and subscribe to our channel for more great videos on the Christian religion.